cause I'm not tripping. This is not the last dance, this is bullshit, I'm not Scott Pippen. I'm that kid from Carolina, then I moved to North Atlanta, where I plan to verify my visions of me, sitting lovely.
Yo, what up world? It's your boy, Joey PopOff right here. For the new year, man, I'm trying something new. I want to kind of get into some album reviews. And as you know, the MiNDSET podcast, which is myself, Bray, and Fella, we kind of trying to work some things out on that end. But until we can get the show back on the road, I kind of want to, create some new content. So I kind of want to start doing album reviews. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. But today, man, I kind of want to get into Chomp 2 by Russ. 29-year-old rap artist. For those of you that don't know a lot about Russ, 29-year-old rap artist. I think he's actually from Fulton County. Well, that's what he represents. Dope artist, man. He's kind of gotten some backlash over the past couple of years about basically just his cockiness. But I don't really take it as cockiness. I kind of take it as confidence. And he's basically laying a blueprint for independent artists, kind of showing that there's a different way outside of signing to a major. And he's basically just giving his blueprint on how he's done things. So on first listen, Chomp 2 is a really dope album. I personally like it a lot. First thing that stands out to me is the amount of features and collabs that he got. In my opinion, I feel like he collabed with damn near everybody that's hot right now, or a lot of my favorites personally. You got collabs from Big Crit, Mozzie. You got Lloyd Banks and Sahara Prince on one track. You got J Electronica, Papoose, which is a really dope verse. Ransom, which is a dope spitter. If you like lyrics. Of course, Conway the Machine, Westside Gun. Definitely some of my favorites. Styles P, Jadakiss. You even got Wale on here, Big Sean. Some other dope features. Fucking even producer wise, you got DJ Premier. I'm pretty sure Russ did some joints on here with him being an artist and a producer. You got Jake One, which is a dope producer. So even on the production side, you got artists like Boy Wonder, High Tech. You got Harry Fraud, DJ Premier, Knife Wonder. I think Russ might have did a couple tracks on here. Bink, which is another dope producer that my homeboy Bray put me on. He definitely building up his catalog. He got some dope shit. You got Alchemist, another legend. Hit Boy, who is definitely making his stamp on the game right now. He's doing a lot of things with Nas, Big Sean, and also you got Static Selective. He's really dope. He also is a legend in the game, been in the game for a minute, killing shit. I definitely like the feel of the album. He definitely has one of the best albums out right now, in my opinion. I try to keep my ears to everything, so I'm pretty much listening to a lot of different stuff daily. The sound of it sounds very cohesive, sound like it has a good flow. The way he's riding on some of the tracks, the cadences, of course the wordplay is dope. I really enjoy that part of it. And he kind of has like a melodic type sound. Like, it's not just, of course it's bars, but he kind of has a melodic type cadence with his music. Definitely got dope lyrics. If that's what you're into, which that's what I'm into. He's from Georgia, like I said, Fulton County, which is another dope aspect. I feel like he gets a lot of respect in the game as well, you know, aside from some of the negative flack that he's gotten from, you know, kind of coming off as cocky. One of my favorite songs off the album is a song called Get It, which is a song with Lloyd Banks and Saha the Prince. I personally think they're, as far as features go, those are two of the dopest verses on the project. Not taking anything from anyone else, but those are two of my favorite. A huge Lloyd Banks fan, you know, back in his G-Unit days. Just to hear him collab with, you know, Russ, being a new hot artist of this generation, and Saha the Prince, which is one of my favorite as well. Super punchline heavy. So to start off, you know, his intro is called The Sheep. Real bar heavy song, you know, there's not really a hook for it. He's kind of going into, like, in my opinion, he's kind of explaining some of his come up, some of the things he experienced. Real boom bap type beat from Jake One, which is really dope. Jake One has produced for a lot of different artists. Definitely a legend in the game. Then it kind of goes into a song called Blue Chip, with a feature from Ransom. Ransom is an artist that I've been paying attention to lately. Kind of give you that Conway, Benny the Butcher type feel. He collabs a lot with them. My homeboy Bray actually put me on to him. Even though he's been in the game for a long time, it's kind of refreshing to hear some of his new stuff. You know, I kind of like them two together. I like the kind of the clash of two worlds, if you will. Ransom kind of got a verse on the back end of the song, which is, of course, bar heavy, a little more aggressive than Russ's verse. I thought it was dope. Then it goes into this next track called Bucket Hat Low, featuring Papoose. If you rock with Papoose, you kind of know, you know, how his flows are, and this definitely falls in that category. He actually has the first verse on this song, which is kind of dope because he's a heavy bar spitter as well, and you know what I'm saying, he's gonna flip his words like crazy wordplay, crazy cadence, and then Russ kind of comes in behind him with like a little more braggadocious rap, you know what I'm saying, just kind of basically got that attitude like y'all can't fuck with me type, you know what I'm saying. Definitely a dope record. I thought Papoose verse was probably one of the standout verses of the album. Not really one of my favorite as far as production, but definitely something you need to pay attention to. I think it was a dope track though. So this next track is called Nothing New. It's featuring The Game. In my opinion, this song kind of has more of a West Coast feel. It really sounds like some Doctor's Advocate, if you're familiar with The Game's catalog. It has that type of vibe to me. Not really one of my favorite records. I didn't really like the production on this one. Again, that's just my opinion. The bars are still there. Game can still go. You know what I'm saying? It was dope to hear them collab though. But yeah, man, not one of my favorites. So the next track is called Salute, which is a joint produced by Ninth Wonder. Ninth Wonder, like, if you know anything about Ninth Wonder sound, as soon as the beat come on, you can kind of tell that it's his. And I like that about producers. Like, as soon as you hear it, like, you know it's theirs, you know. And I kind of recognize this beat without even looking at the credits. I was like, man, that shit sound like a Ninth Wonder joint. Westside Gunn and Styles P. As you know, Westside Gunn is with Griselda Gang, with Benny the Butcher and Conway. Also with BSF, you know. I haven't heard anything like him, man. He just so unique in the way his cadence is. His voice is definitely unique. That kind of what set him apart. Even his fashion, like the way he dresses is kind of crazy. He's also from Buffalo, New York. Dope track, man. I think this was like the first 3 tracks, aside from the intro. I wasn't too crazy about the production. This one was kind of like a turning point in the album for me. Styles P, of course, you know, a legend. Representing the Locks with Jadakiss. This was definitely an interesting collab, you know what I'm saying? They kept it New York, you know what I mean? The next track on the album is called Faith, which is a joint produced by Russ himself, featuring Jadakiss. One of the doper records to me on the album. Definitely probably the best song leading up to it, which is, I think it's number 5. It's track number 6. Definitely the best record leading up to it. You know, I kind of seen some reviews and people were saying the beat was kind of plain, but I like it that way. You got an artist like Jadakiss on there, who you know is gonna be bar heavy too. I want to say he did like a 32 bar verse on there. One thing that I do like that Russ did is he basically said every song on this album he's done, he sent the record out with his vocals already on there. So it's like, when you're sending music out to legends, you know what I'm saying, they gonna give you some heat. But he was like, he didn't want to go back and like redo his verses on here. So he kind of just left the songs how they were when they sent them back. So however it was when whatever artist got on it, however it was when Jadakiss sent it back, that's how he left it. And I thought that was dope. And that shows his confidence. The beat has a different bop to it. And I kind of like the style that it gives. It's a little different from everything else. Dope record though. The next track on the project is called Free. A dope track produced by DJ Premier. If you know DJ Premier, of course, he's a legend in the game as well. Probably famous for his samples. And I like the sample he used. I like the way he chopped it up. The song is featuring Big Crit and Snoop Dogg. I mean, I like the way the sample kind of carries the song. It didn't really need a hook. Once you listen to it, you know what I'm saying, you can see the way the sample is in the beat, and you realize, you know what I'm saying, that you really don't need a hook. And then the way, of course, DJ Premier always scratches on his records, so that's definitely a classic. But yeah, shout out to them, shout out to Snoop, shout out to Crit, man. I thought this shit was dope. Yeah, man, keep it going. So the next track on the project is called Top of the World, which is a song featuring Jay Electronica. In my opinion, Jay Electronica is really, he's kind of like a hard guy to collab with, as far as like getting work done. Like, he seemed like he one of those cats who every now and then just pop out. He basically like an alien. That's what I call him. But dope record. This one was produced by Harry Fraud. Harry Fraud is a producer who I kind of found doing a lot of stuff for Currency. Definitely a dope sound. Harry Fraud been doing a lot of stuff though. I also like the things he's been doing lately with Dave East. Definitely a dope producer. This is probably one of my favorite joints on the project as well. Definitely refreshing to hear Jay Electronica on there. Every time I hear one of his verses, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like empowered. I feel like I'm always learning something new with him. His wide vocabulary. And then Russ, you know what I'm saying? I like the way he floated on this track. Definitely complimented his voice. I thought it was a dope record, man. Probably one of my second or third favorite on the album, if I had to choose. The next track is called Note to Self, which is a record featuring Joey Badass, Wale, and Big Sean. This one was produced by Hit Boy. The beat is fire. Hit Boy definitely knows what he doing. Hit Boy can kind of get in his pocket, and you can just tell he got that shit on a MPC, and he just chopping up the sample. That shit is dope. My opinion, I didn't really care for Wale's verse on here. I just feel like Wale has to be in a certain pocket. I think his strong points is when he's speaking to women. So his more poetic style, his songs for the ladies, that's what I think his strong points are. Big Sean, another artist who kind of slept on. I don't know if he really get his flowers. He's definitely one of the dopest. As I said earlier, him and Hit Boy's been doing a lot of things together. So I think this kind of carried over from that. Yeah, they're building the sound together. That shit is dope. Shout out to Russ for getting them all on the track together as well. The next track is called Hustler's Freestyle, produced by Jake One. This beat right here, or this song, is kind of has a slow tempo. It kind of broke the mold of just like the traditional song. He basically just spitting bars on there. Not one of my favorites on the project. Alright, so this next track is called Distance, featuring Conway the Machine and Ghostface Killer. This joint was produced by Alchemist. Alchemist is definitely a legend in the game. So this song right here, I thought was a cool record. Russ kind of played with his voice on the hook a little bit. A little melodic tone. It's kind of a good contrast between the verses and the hook though. So I kind of like it in that aspect. Definitely some bar spitters. It kind of got that boom bap feel as well. But if you know these type of artists, you know that's kind of what they come from. Conway is one of the dopest in the game right now, in my opinion. He definitely feel like he been in the game longer, but I mean, he just got this aura about him. I always tell everybody, like, out of Griselda gang, I think Benny has the best bars, but Conway has the aura. Conway has a Biggie Smalls or Notorious B.I.G. aura about him. Like, he can go in any crowd and take over the room. And I just feel like that's something you can't coach. Like, that's something that's basically God-given. And collabing with a legend like Ghostface, man, I just thought it was dope. A dope collab. You know, a while back, Conway did a collab with Method Man, which was another dope record. I just like to see artists, you know what I'm saying, collabing with legends in the game. It just shows that we're bridging that gap. And I just love to see that. The next track is called Get It, produced by Static Selector, featuring Saha the Prince and Lloyd Banks. Crazy record. Probably one of my favorite on the album. It kind of has a somber tone. It kind of matches the artist that it has on it though. Sci-Hi, he's definitely one of my favorite. Kind of waiting for him to drop some music right now, but I know he got a lot going on with trying to find a label to back him on it. He's probably one of the dopest when it comes to just bars, spitting bars. He's gonna kill any feature he does. I like that about him too, and he's from Atlanta. I'm not too crazy about the chorus on this song. I think Russ kind of did a little weird thing with his voice. I thought his verse was really dope. I thought his verse complimented Sci-Hi and Lloyd Banks as well. Lloyd Banks' verse is probably one of my favorite verses on the project. It's just dope to hear that gritty boom bap rap again. Like, it's coming more prevalent in music today. And I think Russ said this in an interview. It's like, man, something along the lines of, I don't want to party all the time. Like, you telling me you've been in the music game 20 years and all you got to show for it is a party record? Basically, like, I don't want that. And you definitely get that feel from this project. Like, there's not, if any, party records on here, which I thought was dope. And I want something I can play and just listen to and learn from. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is that type of album. The next record is called Enjoy the View. This record is produced by Bink, which is a dope producer. In my opinion, this is the best produced song on this album. I really fuck with the beat. Mozzie is on this record. So this record, Mozzie is a dope artist coming out of Sacramento. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff lately. He kind of got that raspy hood voice. In a way, he kind of reminds me of E40, but in a totally different way. But as far as like the lingo, they kind of got their own style. So I admire that about him. This is definitely a joint. Also one of my favorites, probably in the top 4 best songs on this project. Yeah, I thought this was dope too, because they're kind of talking about enjoying the successes that they've ran into over the course of their careers. I mean, ain't nothing like manifesting your dreams, man. Like, it's gotta be like the best feeling in the world, you know. The last song is called Golden, produced by Boy Wonder, and no features on this one. Like, this song is kind of talking about, I guess, people turning on him in the industry, and in real life. I didn't really care for the hook on this one, but I thought the beat was well produced. I like the vibe of the flow, but I did not like the hook on this one. But all together, man, I think it's a really dope album. It's 14 tracks on here. If I had to give it a number out of 10, I would probably go 7.5, 8, around in that range. I think it's definitely worth the listen. I really enjoyed it. Again, there's features from. Definitely a good vibe around the holidays. I know Christmas is coming up. New Year's is right around the corner. It's a vibe, man. A lot of dope collaborations on this project, as well as producers. Chomp 2 is I think one of his better albums. He kind of stepped away from the production on this one. He did a few, but for the most part he collabed. But yeah, man, I'm trying something new. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend. And get down in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Was it hot? Was it not? Give it a listen. Let me know what y'all think, man. Again, Joey PopOff signing off, man. Yo, y'all make sure y'all go get the merch. MoShelfPublishing.com. We got t-shirts, we got sweaters, we got hoodies, we got beanies, bucket hats, phone cases. Shit, we got music. Man, make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Joey PopOff, man, signing off. You're
conquer all my goals long as the crew with me. And when they open up the door,